Hey everyone, welcome back to Breaking the Cycle. I'm Kelly. This is episode 5 of the podcast. And if you're new here, this is also my Substack newsletter read out loud, so you can learn on the go without losing anything. Today, we're diving into pillar 2, stress management. And I want to start with something that might surprise you. I actually miss the stress of running into burning buildings because that kind of stress, your body knows how to handle it. I practiced it. It's the stress you're carrying right now, the invisible, never ending, no day off kind that's quietly breaking your body down. So let's talk about what chronic stress is actually doing to you, and more importantly, what you can do about it today. Let's get into it. Okay, so some of you may know, and some of you might not know, but I spent 11 years as a firefighter responding to emergencies. We responded to everything. So, fires, medical, which was most of our calls, car accidents, all of the above. Life or death situations where every second mattered. The stress was super intense, adrenaline pumping, heart racing. Every nerve was on high alert. And side note, I was a major adrenaline junkie when I was younger. I even had a motorcycle at 18 years old. How my parents allowed that, I do not know. But here's the thing, when the call was over, the stress was over. We'd get back to the station, decompress, laugh off the call with the crew, and our bodies would return to baseline. Acute stress, then release. That's how the human stress response is supposed to work. Then I became a caregiver. Watching my mom lose her battle with cancer, seeing my dad at 65 bounce between doctors and manage preventable health issues, running my own business, raising my son, still having enough energy at the end of the night to talk to my husband. Poor guy. Trying to take care of everyone else while barely taking care of myself. This stress never ends. There is no call over moment, no baseline to return to, just constant low level anxiety humming in the background 24/7. My shoulders stay tight, my jaw clenched, my sleep suffers, my digestion gets out of whack. I can become irritable, exhausted, and forever running on fumes. And every single day in my massage therapy clinic, I see the exact same pattern, and you are not alone. When someone comes in with chronic shoulder tension or pain, I ask, how's your stress? The usual response is, oh, I'm fine, just busy. No, you're not fine. Your shoulders are up around your ears. Your muscles are rock hard. Your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode. This is chronic stress and it's slowly destroying your body. So let's talk about what chronic stress actually does. Acute stress, like a fire call, is protective. Your body releases cortisol and adrenaline to help you respond to danger. Then it calms down. Chronic stress keeps those stress hormones elevated 24/7. And here are some things that can happen when cortisol stays high. Number one, muscle tension and pain. Your muscles stay contracted, ready to fight or flee. This can lead to chronic neck and shoulder pain, tension headaches, TMJ, which would be like jaw clenching, lower back pain, and many more. Your body is bracing for danger that probably will never come. Number two, poor sleep. High cortisol at night prevents deep sleep. You wake up at 3 a.m. because your stress hormones spike instead of staying low. So, no sleep equals no recovery, which equals more pain. It seems like a endless loop. Number three, weight gain, especially belly fat. Chronic stress signals your body to store fat, particularly around your midsection. Cortisol also increases cravings for sugar and processed carbs. Stress eating isn't always a willpower problem, it's a hormonal problem. Number four, weakened immune system. Chronic cortisol suppresses your immune system. You get sick more often. You don't heal as fast. Stress literally makes you more vulnerable to disease. And number five, inflammation. Chronic stress creates chronic inflammation, and inflammation is the root cause of many diseases like heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, Alzheimer's, cancer. The stress you're ignoring today is the disease you'll manage tomorrow. And I heard something today on another podcast that said that the people that usually live the longest are the ones with the lowest inflammation. So, if you have anybody in your life that has lived a really long time and you ask them what their secret is, usually they are going to say something about it being stress free, or they just don't worry. Maybe they are just not worriers, but that's definitely not me. So, if you're a parent, watching aging parents manage preventable health issues. You are a parent, you are tired of hearing mommy or daddy for the millionth time today, or someone who puts everyone else first. You know this feeling. There's no time to rest. There's always someone who needs you. You tell yourself, I'll focus on myself when things calm down. I don't have time for self care. Everyone else's needs come first. I get it. I've been there and I currently am there. But here's the hard truth. If you don't figure out how to manage your stress, it's going to manage you. And let's be clear, this is what I'm not telling you to do. Just relax, take a bubble bath, go to yoga once a week, meditate for an hour every morning. These are generic social media influencer tips, which don't work for normal life. They aren't bad, they're just not enough. If you're living in chronic stress 167 hours a week, 1 hour yoga class is not going to fix it, unfortunately. You need to train your nervous system to regulate itself throughout the day. Now I'm going to list off the resilience toolkit and what actually works. So, number one, breath work, the fastest stress reset. Did you know that your breath is the only part of your autonomic nervous system you can directly control? When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. This signals your brain we're in danger. Have you ever caught yourself when you're really stressed and you feel like you're holding your breath? This is what it means. Intentional breathing tells your brain we're safe. The 4-7-8 breath is my go to. You inhale through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale through your mouth for 8 counts, and you repeat it 4 times. I usually do this before bed, between massage clients, when I feel overwhelmed, which usually before I'm about to snap on a tantrum throwing 6-year old, I try and do this, or in the car before walking into a stressful situation, like a work meeting that is going to be reliant completely on you. It takes 90 seconds and can work every single time. Number two is going to be box breathing for acute stress, so stress that's happening right now. This is what I use during fire calls. It works. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and repeat. It can drop your heart rate, your mind will clear, and your body will calm. Number three, mindfulness check ins 3 times daily. You don't need to meditate for an hour. You just need to pause and notice. 3 times a day, stop and ask yourself, where am I holding tension? It could be shoulders, jaw, stomach. What am I feeling? Anxious, overwhelmed, tired? And what do I need to do right now? Do I need water? Do I need to go for a walk? Do I need to take some deep breaths? That's it. Just notice, then respond. This trains you to catch stress before it becomes chronic. Number four is going to be morning sunlight, and it anchors your stress response. Getting 10 to 30 minutes of natural light within 2 hours of waking regulates your cortisol rhythm. Healthy cortisol patterns are high in the morning and low at night. Chronic stress pattern elevated all day, spiking at night when it should be low. Morning light helps reset this. I do this every morning while driving to the gym or taking my son to school. Number five, boundaries. The hardest, but most important. You cannot pour from an empty cup. I'm sure you've heard that 1,000 times. But are you actually practicing it? Saying no to protect your time and energy isn't selfish, it's pretty much survival. Examples are I can't take on that project right now. I need 30 minutes alone before I can help with that. Let me get back to you tomorrow when I have more bandwidth. Your health matters. Your stress levels matter. You matter. And number six, stress release, not just exercise. Movement metabolizes stress hormones. You don't need an hour-long workout. You just need to move. Walk after stressful conversations. Do 10 squats between tasks. Shake out your arms and legs whenever you feel tense. Dance in your kitchen for 3 minutes. Your body needs to discharge the stress it's holding. I'm not going to tell you that stress management is easy. It's not. When you're juggling work, kids, aging parents, a business, and everything else, finding time to breathe intentionally feels impossible. But here's what I know. My mom did not manage her worry or stress. Cancer took her. My dad didn't manage his stress. Now he's 65, managing medications and dealing with health issues, all preventable with better foundational habits. I refuse to follow that path. And when I see clients in my clinic with bodies breaking down from decades of unmanaged stress, tight muscles, inflammation, pain that leads to medications that create more problems, I think this is preventable. The tight shoulders, the sleepless nights, the inflammation, the chronic pain, all of it starts with stress that's never released. So start here. You don't need to overhaul your entire life this week. Just pick one practice. Do that one thing for 7 days. Track how you feel. Stress management isn't about eliminating stress. That's absolutely impossible. It's about building stress resilience so it doesn't break you. Stress management is one of the five foundations, but without it, everything else can fall apart. You can't sleep when you're stressed. You crave inflammatory foods when cortisol is high. You skip movement because you're exhausted. You don't recover because your nervous system never calms down. Fix your stress response and everything else gets easier. On Thursday, I'll dive into recovery practices because chronic stress without recovery is a recipe for breakdown. But for now, just focus on one thing, teaching your body that it's safe to rest. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe to the Breaking the Cycle newsletter on Substack, where I go even deeper on all 5 pillars every week. And if you're not on the paid tier yet, you're missing out on the free 5 pillars pain free living checklist. It's got everything we talked about today all in one place. Next week, we're getting into recovery because if stress management is the gas pedal, recovery is the brake. And most of us haven't used the brake in years. Thanks for tuning in. Let's break the cycle.